Welcome, everyone. This is the Johnny Small Pepper channel. And yes, the trio is up here again. And I cannot wait. I'm so excited to have these two gentlemen up here. And I say that with respect today. Usually I have to say it pretty loosely, but not with these guys. Anyway, I want to welcome Pappy, the Pod Destroyer. Pappy, welcome today.
Thank you.
And Dan, the Pod Assassin. Dan, welcome back.
Hey, good evening. Cheers to y'all.
Guys, this is day number 2. Day number 2.
Yep.
And guys, we are going to be testing. You want to hold up the peppers?
Yeah.
Give me a second. Day number 2. This pepper is from Dan the Pod Assassin. Now, Dan the Pod Assassin has been wrapping these and tying bows around them, staking them, singing love songs to them, and all this stuff from the great state of Alabama. You've been singing to him. Admit it. You admitted it off camera. Anyway,
oh, yes.
Yeah, guys, these peppers, don't they look awesome?
They're nice.
And Pappy, do you think they look like the peppers that you grew?
Yeah, almost identical.
What do you think, Dan?
They're really similar. If you grew a batch of them, you couldn't tell the difference, I don't think.
I agree. Well, guys, this is the Johnny Small Pepper channel, and this is Pepper Mayhem. Pepper Mayhem is where we have guests and we talk about key issues here with peppers, with heat, with taste, with all different factors surrounding peppers and heat challenges. Now it's the end of the pod season, guys, right?
Pretty much.
So we're going to be saluting the peppers goodbye. We're going to be saluting them. We're gonna wrap them in blankets and try to keep them alive. But guys,
yeah,
they stopped fruiting at this time because of the heat changes, because of the sun changes and all that. And you both noticed that, right? Am I not mistaken? That
I've still got some green ones, but they're not going to ripen up, I don't figure.
Yeah, they'll slow down a little bit once they start coming on strong and the cool starts getting to them. It'll stun them a little bit, and then like if it goes below 35, it's over. You go up there the next morning, they're toast.
Right. So guys, if you're new here to this channel, we have 2 programs. Peppers with Pepper. That's me, the guy that talks too much, and I even have a shut up-o-meter, guys, because I talk too much. And we have a show-o-meter. Now, Dan and Pappy are perfectly fine, guys. They're normal people. Me, on the other hand, have to shut up. So we have 2 programs, Peppers with Pepper. That's just me alone. And then Pepper Mayhem, where we bring on guests. We talk about peppers. We eat peppers. We compare peppers. Today is different. This is day number 2 of comparing Apocalypse Scorpion peppers from the same manufacturer, but we don't know if it's the same plant, right?
That's right.
Secondly, oh, I better put up 2 fingers. Secondly, guys, we're comparing a different grow area. Pappy lives in West Virginia, and Dan lives in Alabama. Both grown far apart, guys. I think they're in the same region of the country, but they're in far apart, guys, and they're different climates and everything else. So, guys, I am thrilled that we can do this. Yesterday's session, guys, we came up with I don't know. Let me just throw this out to you guys. Yesterday, when we were talking about the pepper, I noticed what's the one thing you guys noticed, I guess? I noticed that the pepper burn areas of our mouths were completely different. Which I think that's fascinating. Totally. We had, and do you think the burns were the same? I think they were. Dan and I were similar.
I think mine probably didn't last as long because I was down in some liquid with mine.
Yeah, okay. So it went up. You elevated it.
The burns were all fairly similar to me, but yeah, the fact that the areas of intensity on our body, that's kind of weird in a way, like, you know. But everybody's different, you know. Everybody's different.
And
but the burn level, I think, was pretty consistent. Yeah.
Yep. So the one caveat here that we mentioned, guys, which is an important point, is although Pappy was burning a little bit higher, he was drinking liquid with it, and liquid we know calms it and then accelerates it.
Yeah.
Calms it and accelerates it. It's a false safety point. We all agree. I think liquid drinking during pepper eating for me is exclusively to either calm the eater down or it's to clear the fluid and the yuck out of your mouth, right? The seeds, the placenta, and the tissue. That's it. So, guys, let's welcome some people in here. It's going to be a quiet day, I have the feeling, guys.
That's okay. We'll still have fun, man. I'm gonna run get my drink real quick.
There you go. Nali, guys, Nali Ramos is out of the Philippines. She has a very big family. I've been there 3 or 4 times since then. An incredibly welcome, warm, gracious host who will welcome you into her chat, introduce you to people, and help introduce you to some new family members. A great host, fun host, and I think she sings songs and stuff like that too. Very nice. Nali, thank you so much. You should be jacketed up. You should be a moderator. Unscripted Lifestyle, welcome on in. Thank you so much for coming on in. Redneck, thank you for coming on in. Mike Sampy, welcome, buddy. Good seeing you. Good seeing you. We all know Sampy.
That's right.
That's right. John P. from Portugal, welcome on in, buddy. Great having you. Charmaine, too, welcome on in. John P., I have been trying to get you peppers. I have posted 3 different posts to get someone to ship you peppers out in Portugal, and I'm coming up dead short on this. I have to admit, it has not gone the way I thought it was, especially since I know a million, it seems like a zillion international shippers. We'll keep on trying, John P. Let me see here. Sheena, welcome on in. Georgianne, welcome on in, sweetheart. Thank you for coming on in. I appreciate you being here. Georgianne, I was just on her website, her channel this morning, guys. And just charming woman. Awesome. Awesome having her here as a support. Not only a supporter, but a good content producer, too. Not a ton, guys. Sheena, My Food Addiction. She has 2 channels. Sheena Thrifty Art Treasures and Sales, and this one, My Food Addiction. Sheena and I have been together. We both changed our channels about 2 or 3 times until you find yourself. And guys, I would always encourage people to reinvent themselves on YouTube until you find something that you really want to do that matches along with the audience interest. It has to be your passion first. I would say that absolutely. And you're always welcome here. Thank you. Sheena is family honorary. We got Mucky Mick from the UK. Mick, it's great to have you here. Thank you for making this. I know it's 1 a.m, dude, and that's what kind of people come to my. It's unbelievable to have these people waking up in the middle of the night to make these programs. And Mick, I really appreciate you. It's got to be 1 a.m. where you are. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate that. I appreciate you playing my playlist. I appreciate you and Nick. I appreciate your shows and your talent that you have. You bring so much joy to so many people, Mick. Thank you so much. Let me see here. Covers by CQ. Welcome on in. Another UK account, guys, who sings to vinyl records. Chew, thank you very much. I was just on CQ's. I watched about 5 videos of his last night as I was going through stuff. And CQ is one of these guys that just goes into the vinyl store with the old 45s, and he finds the old Elvis one. I didn't even know they had record stores that had this stuff, but he finds them and he sings them. It's great. Anthony J. all day, welcome on in, bud. Good seeing you. Simon the Crook. Anthony J. is a big cat fisherman. Yesterday, I think he had, how many species of fish did you have on? 3 or 4? I thought 5. I thought you said 5. But anyway, Simon the Crook, welcome on in. Thank you so much. Let me see here if we got anyone else. We can begin the show here, guys. Thank you so much, Johnny. Good morning. Landon Custom Classics. Landon Custom Classics. Last time I checked, this guy put up a video and has 440,000 views.
Not bad.
I could put up an eternity worth of videos, the best videos I ever have, and get like 250 views. Landon shows up, buys an old trailer that isn't worth garbage, opens it up, and it is worth. It is bank. And not only that, this guy is smart enough to fix this thing. And when he opens it up, it's really a gem inside, guys. It hasn't been used. And so the outside looks a little rough, and he fixed it. It was amazing. 400 and some thousand.
Not bad.
That's full monetization on one video. I want to know your technique. Right Touch of Fishing, Nick, thank you so much. Mick and Nick, guys, are the two people on Saturdays and or Sundays, mostly Saturdays. Early in the morning for us. It's about 3 in the morning for us. And I try to wake up sometimes for it. But Nick and Mick do a Right Touch of Fishing on Nick's channel. And they fish for carp and whatever else they can find in these lakes and streams and ponds. Blood Dragoon, thank you for coming on in. Nick, thank you so much for your support, the watch hours, watching my videos, and coming up in the middle of the night. I don't know why you do it for me, but thank you so much. It means the world. Let me see here who else we have. Let me see. Blood Dragoon, I was just on your channel listening to a video putting up today where you're having to redefine. Guys, there's nothing like going away for a little bit, coming back, and everyone's insulted because they're not jacketed anymore. I look at it as a way to relax. Everyone takes it as a personal affront that they don't have a blue jacket. And Blood Dragoon came back to his channel, and he had to explain to everyone not to get butt hurt because they lost their jackets because they hadn't been around for a while. And I thought he said it in a really better way. I would have said it much rougher. Anyway, I think it's an awesome thing that he did. Guys, okay, so we've welcomed everyone. Thank you so much for being here. We got 13 in the house, guys, today. This is day number 2. This pepper today is from Dan, the Pot Assassin. And Dan, the Pot Assassin, lives in Alabama. And I've been to Huntsville, Alabama, your space museum, by the way.
You're about, if you come to Huntsville, you're about 60 miles north of me. I'm right down 65, about an hour.
I've driven past your house, I'm sure, many times.
Yep.
So, Dan, tell me about this pepper, and tell me you bought it from who, and give us a background on this.
Well, a couple of years ago, I got some seeds from Baker Creek, heirloom seeds. They've got a lot of different varieties, and they pride themselves on just taking the consideration of the integrity of the plant, I guess you'd say, but they kind of specialize in rare varieties. And I saw Apocalypse Scorpion. I'm like, that sounds really mean. I said, that sounds like a brutal pepper. And I haven't ever tried one. So I went ahead and bought some seeds. We started them a couple years ago. I took a break from growing them, and then this year we grew some again. And they've shown out. They take a while to develop, and if you start them from seed, you want to start them in about February. Get them going, get them established. But they're heavy producers, and they're a very hot pepper.
Isn't that a beautiful pepper? Nice shine to it. Beautiful color red.
Oh yeah.
Nice lobes. You can tell the scorpions have that fold in it. Awesome.
Yeah, and all the peppers are different. Some of them will have a little stinger, some will have a tail, but a lot of them will be just big, full, nasty looking peppers, you know. But the ones that Pappy sent me were equally as gnarly and tasty, so I'm pretty pumped up.
And going back to yesterday, Pappy's peppers were so beautiful.
Yes.
He did a great job growing them. They were the perfect size. They, if you overwater a plant, sometimes they crack a little bit, right? There's too much. But Pappy had it was like the peppers were full size. They were beautiful color, and they were so fresh. We cut them open, and we thought we had the same pepper inside, right? We had the same seeds, the placenta, and the oils. So, guys, if you want to, let's cut this open and take a look at it, shall we?
Okay, let's do it. Ooh.
Boy, that's very scorpionish. There's a lot of seeds.
A lot of seeds.
Is there a lot of placenta in yours? My placenta is sizable, but it's not enormous. It's not overtaking the inside.
Mine is a little got a pretty good bit in there, but
mine does too.
But there is some oil in there, some capsaicin. Mine's got a lot of seeds, but they all look kind of similar.
And I probably cut it. I'm going to cut it again. Give me a second.
Yeah. I can see a little capsaicin in there.
Yep.
The wall.
Look at this view.
The walls are really
like,
orange.
That's what I wanted to show you. It's like you were saying. There's a lot of placenta there. I cut it in the exact wrong spot, so it hit it all. It hit it all. So there's a lot of placenta in here, guys.
There is, but that'd be a good opportunity to save a few seeds if you wanted to out of the additional pepper. You know.
I'm saving a good number of seeds right now, guys, while I'm talking. I'm trying to look like I'm doing something useful. And these peppers were so good this year, guys. They were so good. They were so tasty. Now, we all agreed that the last pepper was fruity.
Mm-hmm.
It had a good fruity. Is that right, Pappy?
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how this one will compare.
Some peppers I've eaten, some of the Superhots, you don't have much of a taste to it, but like the one yesterday I could really get a sweet taste off of it and experience the intense heat.
Hey, John, how you doing? Small water charges just entered the house.
Hey, John, good to see you, my brother.
Yeah, it is good to see you. Okay, so guys, what do you say? We're going to be measuring the hang time of this burn, and then we're going to measure the burn level. The hang time, guys, for us to remember is when we first begin burning till, let me get my timer set up here, guys. First begin burning till the time when we're back down to a 1. You guys ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready, bro.
Let's do it. Go.
Cheers. Tangy.
There's a little different taste to me. This is a firmer. There's more placenta than there is that, that snappy, that good textured skin.
If I would have left these on the vine probably another week, they would have been pretty much perfectly ripe. But every once in a while, you can leave them on there too long, they'll fall off on the ground, and a critter will get them. But
it's coming back to the same taste. It's coming back to the same taste. I'm getting the same taste now. Wow, that burn is hitting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm starting to get fired up right now.
Yeah, me too.
Ooh.
Top of my tongue is burning. Where is your mouth burning?
Tongue's good. Tip of my tongue, mostly my roof of my mouth.
Your tongue isn't bothering you, Pappy?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. But your throat is bothering you.
Mm-hmm.
I find it fascinating. No one talks about this stuff, guys.
Well, see, everybody reacts to stuff differently, and Johnny, you've probably got a higher tolerance than both of us. You've had a lot of peppers, but still, the fact that you're getting a good burn off of it, that just is a testament to the pepper. But that's got a good flavor to it.
Mine is still at the top of my tongue. I can't feel it anywhere else except the top of my tongue.
Sides of my tongue are starting to burn pretty good.
My whole mouth's on fire.
It is. What's your heat levels now, guys?
Mine's probably at a 4 or 5.
I'm a 2, 2.5, and rising.
Okay.
Get me a little sip real quick. Yeah, you can feel a little bit of tingling, a little bit of the pain on that one. That's what I can tell. It's a scorpion pepper. It's got that. It sounds cheesy, but it's literally stings you. Stings your tongue.
Joanne. Welcome, Joanne. Welcome on in the chat, hon. Thank you for
good burn though. I'm probably a low 3 right now. My tongue is on fire. Mm-hmm.
Lauren, welcome on in. Lauren Directo, and we just had Joanne Glass show up. Thank you so much, both of you.
Hey, Lauren.
John, thanks for coming in. Downtown Ernie Brown.
Hey, boss.
That's all right, Mick. Have a great night. Nick, have a great night. Both of you, thank you for trying to make it. Top of my tongue is on fire. It's at a 1 or 2 right now.
Yeah, mine is too. My tongue's. What's weird is yesterday my tongue wouldn't bother me that bad. Today it's on fire.
My lips are really bothering me right now.
My lips and my tongue are on fire, dude.
Okay, your lips are.
Mm-hmm.
My throat.
Yeah, guys, this is you in order to properly for me because I'm a anomaly here. But when you sit for you're not trying to downgrade the burn of a pepper because your tolerance. What you're trying to do is find anomalies to tell you how significant the pepper is. And this hang time that we all agree on, glass pepper, was just, it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes long. Pappy, Pappy, it looks like you got your full attention on this one.
A lot of heat to that. It's not necessarily a hot heat. It's just got that scorpion, just the sting to it,
like little needlies.
Yeah, that's kind of how it burns me, and maybe not everybody else, but the one I ate yesterday might have had a little bit more flavor to it. I will give the edge to Pappy's pepper of having a little bit more flavor.
Yeah. And that's probably because you said you could have left it on the vine maybe a little bit longer and the flavor would have changed a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe another week or so, but like tonight, if I'd have left it on there with this frost and stuff, it might have compromised it. So
yeah.
The ones that are on there now, there's about 10 more. They're half ripe. I'll probably pick them in the morning and make sauce out of them. But I'm starting to go down, but I'm like low. I'm a low 2, but I was at a 3.
Where are you at? Where are you at right now, Pappy?
I'm still probably at a 4.
Guys, the Apocalypse Scorpion pepper is a fooler. It looks like it's going to be hot. But if you make a mistake with this pepper, you're not getting out of it. It's sticking with you. My tongue is now above a 2 because I had water.
Yep.
I have nowhere in my mouth but the very top of my tongue. This is such an unusual burn to me. Usually I burn around the rim of my tongue.
My whole mouth's still on fire.
Is your throat still hurting?
Not as bad as it was.
My tongue has went down, but the back of my teeth and my lips are just roasting. But I'm starting to come down, but my lips and stuff are on fire, dude.
I'm down to about a 3.5.
Yeah, I'm still at a 2. And that's a good burn.
I love this pepper. This pepper has such hang time. It's terrifying.
Yeah.
I'm at 7 minutes and this pepper hasn't wavered at all in my mouth. It is the exact same burn level.
Yeah, it's got some fire to it, that's for sure. You make some pretty good sauce out of that. That's what I'm gonna try to do this weekend.
I wonder what eating a Apocalypse Scorpion, a chocolate Primatali, and a Reaper together would be like.
That's scary. That's a scary combo.
That's a trifecta of death, is what that is.
I'm not saying I wouldn't try it, but it would be brutal. Absolutely brutal.
You'd have to eat them real fast.
Yeah.
I'm still at the exact same burn level, guys. Although I just noticed like a pulsing. It's not consistent burn.
Yeah.
Pappy, how are you doing?
I'm down about a 2 now.
Okay. Boy, it looks like he had you lit good.
Yeah.
Hey, it lit me up too. My mouth was on fire, and usually the Superhots don't treat my mouth that rough, but for whatever reason, I don't know if it was just all the tissue in there. My mouth's still fired up, dude. My mouth's still at a 2, solid 2.
Mm-hmm.
That was a beautiful pepper. You never know. It's not the size of the pepper. It's definitely not the size of the pepper.
No, just a lot plays into it. Genetics and conditions, and just, you know, me and my stepbrother a few months ago were talking. There's certain things in nature that you can't explain. It just kind of goes by its own rules. So, but what's cool is that was probably grown about 500 or 600 miles away. The one I ate yesterday, and they've got a lot of similarities.
Yeah, real similar.
But I can kind of tell a little bit of difference now. I call me crazy.
A little bit hotter.
I don't know. Maybe they're just a little bit of different areas of the burn and a little bit different taste. But I wasn't expecting that necessarily. I was expecting to eat mine and just kind of have the same effect, but there's some differences for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think there was a difference in the peak heat levels between the two?
I think his was a little bit hotter than mine.
What do you think?
Mine might have been a touch hotter, not much, but I will say that like the one I ate yesterday had more of a sweet flavor, floral flavor. I don't know if that's because it was like been on the vine more, picked up more nutrients or flavor, but similar but different in a way.
Mm-hmm.
But still 2 good burns, and I'm just now getting back down to where I ain't burning up.
Yeah, mine's good. I'm probably almost to a 1 and about 10 minutes in.
I was 13 minutes and 37 seconds, I think, last time with yours, Pappy. And I'm 10 minutes and 59 seconds right now, and I'm still above a 1.
We just hit 28 minutes, and that's where I'm feeling kind of comfortable. I'm finally, my mouth's a little tingly, but I'm back to 0. But there for a minute, I was torched.
All right, I'm done. So the burn was shorter on this one, but it was hotter. I think it was hotter.
By a little bit, maybe.
Yep.
Just a touch.
Not, and I'm not talking like scorchingly hot. I'm talking about enough to notice it, but not enough to define it.
Right.
I had this pepper's hang time was more robust. Yesterday's pepper to me was more fruity, had almost the same burn, but just a little bit different type of a burn.
Yeah.
Very similar peppers.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think? Any differences for you, Pappy?
Just that it was a little hotter, and it tasted more super hot than the other one yesterday, I think. That super hot taste, I could taste it a little bit better. I've only had a handful of super hots, but they all seem to have a certain taste to them.
Yeah.
Hey, Melinda Elliott, welcome on in. No problem, Nick. Mick, good night. Thank you for coming on in. I certainly understand. Melinda, welcome. Welcome, Ernie. Jamaican Sure Fisherman, how you doing, buddy? Guys, what a great experience these last 2 days are.
For sure, man.
You both bring in different thoughts than I would have, which is really why you do this kind of thing.
Yeah, I enjoy growing stuff, man. I enjoy, trying new things. And I mean, to just the fact that I'm able to send some peppers to West Virginia and California, that gets me pumped up. And I'm not looking for fame or fortune, but that's what it's all about, man. Sharing your experience.
Yeah.
Totally welcome. Yeah, thank you, Artist Resin. Appreciate you coming in. Mr. Tully, thank you for coming in. Jamaican Sure, thank you for coming in. Aaron, welcome on in. See you later, Joanne. Thanks for coming on in. I appreciate you being here. Shane, Ohio River History, welcome on in, bud. Tomorrow, we're going to be rating Ohio River History, guys. I'm very excited. We got about 6 minutes until the show ends. JG Mopar, welcome on back in. Thanks for coming back in, guys. CQ, thank you so much for coming. Retired Rick, welcome on in, bud. Lucy Warren, welcome on in.
Yeah, I still got a few more of these bad boys right here.
Roadies, welcome on in. Guys, I want to tell you, these peppers have such a great, I just think they are one of the essential peppers that you need to have. Go ahead, show them to me.
The one with the tag on it is Pappy's. The one on the without is mine. But you can tell his got a little bit more of a stinger on it. But similar pepper, man. Pretty rad.
You want to say hi to Jeff Thomas, Pappy?
Yeah, how you doing, Jeff Thomas? He's a buddy of mine.
I'd love to taste some of that hot honey too. If I could buy it or whatever, it'd be fun to taste it. Roadies Jam Cave, welcome on in. Good to seeing you, bud. Thank you so much, Lucy. Thank you. I want to make sure we haven't missed anyone. Daryl, welcome on in. Daryl, JDX the Kid, welcome on in. Now, very similar peppers. And we really, I think what we should do is this exact same pepper again next year in peak growing season, when we can compare fully developed, our best fully developed peppers, because I bet you anything, they're going to be harder to pull apart than they were this time. Different wise. Don't you agree?
Possibly. You never know. That's what I say every year. You grow something, you can count on stuff and do all you want to do, and then you're really up to nature what it decides. But this year was a pretty good season. We're gonna grow some more next year, and I'd like to try to grow a couple more Superhots and just maybe keep them separate, where they don't cross pollinate.
I've got cut a seed out of Bruce Cook's chocolate primatalis that I got one of them sprouted back there in the back room now. I don't know what I'm going to do with it until.
Well, you can keep it going, and then you can just plant it early, and it might produce early for you.
Yeah.
You can get cheap grow lights. I think you already have it set up, don't you?
Yeah.
So I'm going to start planting my seeds here in December, maybe November, because I am out of winter probably by February here, like all hot stuff, right? So I could start growing outside by the time I could build this cage that goes around them.
It'll sometimes it frosts here in late April. We've had frost here in May. I'm sure it's the same way up Pappy's way, probably worse. They're up in mountain country. But but the peppers, for whatever reason, bell peppers, cayenne, any of that stuff. If you put in the dirt, it's going to be a week or two before you even see it sprout. And then it's going to be another month before it gets 2 inches tall.
Right.
So you're going to have to start them early and really baby them.
And what's nice about out here is I have a place on concrete that will absorb heat during the day, emit it at night. And I'm going to put a greenhouse on that. And so I'm going to keep my plants in that overnight during the winter with some really weak grow lights, right? So the darkness will be over. I'll have a timer for like, I don't know, 8 or 12 hours. I'll have to ask Bruce, but I'm just about to plant. I've got plants that are this tall. I don't know if you can see it. They're about 8 or 9 inches tall right now. And I'm hoping I can get them to grow. I don't know if I can fool Mother Nature. It seems to be a good force to deal with. Go ahead.
I'll tell you my limited experience in growing plants is if you start something indoors and it starts getting an inch or two tall, like during the day, in the morning, it might be 50 degrees out here. You don't want to shove it out there, but during the hot part of the day, put it out there, let it get a little bit of wind resistance. You want to kind of weather it in. Yeah. And if you leave it inside, it'll get real leggy and start chasing the light. So if you'll put it outside with a little bit of wind, that'll strengthen that plant.
That's where they're right now.
And another thing is in your greenhouse, man, make sure you got good ventilation in there. I learned the hard way.
I got a little tent and I got a fan in mine.
Yeah, I baked mine too one year. I baked them good.
Good deal, man.
Such a sad event. It was so sad. It was so sad.
Oh, yeah. Hey, every year, man, I have something that does good and stuff that don't do good. That's just the way it is. But it's a lot of fun.
I agree. Gentlemen, I cannot tell you how much I appreciated this today. We have 18 in the house right now. And Uper, welcome on in, buddy. Jam Cave, Uper, Nez, CQ, Redneck, JDX, John P.
Hey, speaking of Jam Cave, man, check out my Jam Cave, brother. Is that cool? Here we go.
Awesome.
This y'all ride over here, brother. We'll get it going, man. I got the axes. I got the amp. I got it all, bro.
All right, now you're talking.
So y'all ride over. Y'all ride over. We'll crank it up one day.
Your room looks about like mine back there.
This is my domain right here. That's my safe place.
Jeff Thomas, I look forward to that. You can talk to Pappy and he'll give you my shipping information. Guys, another wonderful program with two wonderful gentlemen. Thank you so much. I hope everyone out there gathered a few things today. And the number one thing is that when you discuss peppers, you never know what you're going to come up with, guys. It's supposed to be personal. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be something where you learn something new. And I think I did what's your number one takeaway from all this, guys?
My number one takeaway is peppers affect people differently, even if they have a pretty good tolerance. Everybody's different the way their body reacts to things.
Yeah.
And there's probably people out there that don't even like pepper that have a natural tolerance. It's just something in their genes, you know?
Yeah, I think a lot of people do have a natural tolerance.
I don't necessarily think I do. Maybe I've just been eating spicy stuff for so long and I'm kind of crazy enough to try.
Right.
But, you know.
I'm building up tolerance kind of quick, but they still tear me up, but they're not like they did when I first started. But I've only been doing it a couple months.
Well, you know, by year 2 or 3, you become wiser. There's a huge wisdom to eating peppers and knowing what your body can tolerate, knowing mentally how to approach it, right? And knowing that you're going to be okay. It's all that. There's so much stuff going on, and it just gets better if you're still having fun. And that's And gentlemen, until next time, I want to wish everyone out there in chat a great night. I want to thank everyone for coming in, especially the people all over the world that are coming in at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 in the morning, all the way to the middle early hours. You mean everything to us. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow with Bruce, Dr. Death Pepper, Bruce Podslayer Cook. Cheers.